Hi there, in this video I will talk about how to keep the motivation up after doing martial art for a decade. So hang in there. Hi guys, Henrik here. I'm the founder of Sangrok Norway, that is an organization with Korean martial art like Taekwondo and Hapkido. We also have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing and so on. I've been doing martial art for more than 40 years, and in this video I would like to reveal my ways of keeping up the motivation. And hang in there, at the end I will give you my biggest way of keeping up my motivation. One of the major things to keep up motivation, at least for me, it is to know about the history. I think the saying that know your history and you will understand the future. So I collect a lot of books and I really enjoy reading them. There is old books like this, Bubishi, the Bible of Karate. It's very interesting because you can really understand the roots of the martial art, the Japanese and the Korean one. We have something called Muye Dobo Tonji, that is an old military manual that is explaining about Korean martial art all the back way to many hundred years ago. So this is books that I really enjoy reading. It helps me understand the fundament of what I'm doing. And of course, it is very important to keep updated with what is the latest because things is changing all the time. So more technical book like this one, the Book of Taekwondo from the official organization of Taekwondo in Korea, is something I have in my bookshelf. And also I would like to know how was the pioneer thinking, how was the old grandmaster. So I have a lot of biography, and this is one example with Masoyama, the founder of Kyokushinkai. So that is one way for me to keep the motivation up. Another way, of course, is to travel. There is so many seminars and there is so many things to see. So if you have the opportunity to travel around the world, I think that is a great way of getting motivation and inspiration. I have been doing Korean martial art my whole life, so I've been, of course, to Korea many times. And just to come to that like a cradle of your martial art and feel the culture on your body, it will help you keep the motivation up, and I think it also will give a better understanding of your activity. So if you have the chance, go and travel. Also, if you are like me, a truly martial art nerd, it's always a good motivation to have other people with the same interest. So find other people on your own level and with the same interest for the nerding, and make small groups, have discussions, and maybe find projects to work together. I think it is easy to keep myself motivated when I have other people with the same interest as me around me. So there is so many other activities, because if we got stuck in our style or our martial art, there is a tendency that we don't learn anything new. So look to activities like, for example, yoga, calisthenics, dance, breathing exercise like meditation, and find things that will make your martial art stronger and bring them into your style. That is, for me, is a really good way of keeping up motivation and make me still learning more. And of course, you have to keep on training. It doesn't matter what you do, how many books you read, if you don't keep on studying and keep on training yourself. Another way is to start writing. Make a blog or just write down in your own notebook your ideas and way to think you can develop your way of doing your activity. And if it is really good, why don't share it with others, and you can help the martial art grow and develop even more. Also, we grow older and time goes by, and I think that then it's very important to find new goals and set some goals for yourself. And always when you reach a goal, make sure to treat yourself. Give yourself a little tap on the shoulder and maybe something you have wanted for a long time. Treat yourself. The thing about setting goals is that if you have no goals, compared to having one goal, you will develop more even if you didn't reach that goal. So to set up goals for yourself, I think is really helpful. For me, it has also worked to do completely different things. Try to learn a new skill. I tried to paint. I tried to learn the guitar. I'm still really lousy at the guitar. but maybe doing some other activity can also make you want to come back to your old one with new inspiration. So learn a new skill. I'm looking forward to hear you playing the flute or the guitar. Of course, when you have been doing martial art for a long time, like me, 40 years, things is changing. When I was in my 20s, I was competing and won a lot of medals. Things is changing, and your old trophies and medals is really good if you can use them as a tool to get inspiration for where you are now. But don't let that be a pillow to rest on. Or I was so good in my youth, so I don't have to do anything more. Use them as a way of keeping up that inspiration. The first Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, he said that the only certain thing in life is that everything changes. And as I mentioned earlier, we are also changing. I think to accept those changes is very important and use them in a constructive way. So you have to maybe adjust your training and also see that your interest field will also change. So embrace the changes and develop with the changes. And that is actually what life and martial art is all about, I think. The question of today, how do you keep yourself motivated? Maybe you have some other things than what I have been mentioning here, and I'm really looking forward to hear them and maybe try them out myself. So please write your way of keeping motivation up in the comment field. I think it's very important to keep the beginner's mind, or the mind of always being a student, because even if you feel you mastered a field, is always more to learn. So having that mind that I'm always a student and I will continue to be that the rest of my life will help you enjoy learning and also will help you learn even more. So remember to always be a student. And I told you I was going to reveal my secret tip of keeping up the motivation, and that secret tip is actually what you are watching right now. To make my own YouTube channel and produce these videos is actually a really great way of keeping up the inspiration and motivation for me, because I feel I have to really deliver, and I should learn new things so I can make even more videos about the subject martial art that I love so much. So maybe you should make your own YouTube channel too. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. In the meantime, remember to go into my page, sangrok.academy. That is an educational portal on the web. And if you go in there, you will be part of a greater community with many other martial art nerds as well. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.